So what went wrong? We talked about some of this. No network segmentation, big flat network. Once I get in, I can have pretty much run of the roost. This is a very old school way of thinking. The traditional mindset around cybersecurity is I spend all my time and all my money hardening around the outside of the network with firewalls and perimeter protection. However, since everybody has moved to home and they're working from home, it really stretches the attack surface out all over the place. So it's very, very important that you segment systems so that if one system is compromised, it's now compartmentalized and you don't have a widespread infection, right? Patching was missed. This is a common occurrence. Staying on top of patching. The tools they had all the tools in the world. Really, they had all the right tools, but because the IT staff was pretty small and stretched and busy, not well utilized, not being washed on the weekend. They did have bad password hygiene. So one of the things that we did determine is that once that they were able to get into the Veeam system and lift credentials, the same passwords were used more or less everywhere. And so they got a group of passwords and were able to kind of log into a lot of different systems and do bad things. So that was a factor. No internal multi-factor authentication. That's that screen pop. Had they had that on there, even if the credentials were stolen, they would not have been able to log into the systems. The threat actors physically logged into the servers, logged into desktops using remote access tools, and then installed those backup and VPN tools that were on the network or just utilized them. So had they had multi-factor, somebody would have been getting screen pops, maybe the IT folks or whoever's credentials they were using, and that should have been stopped. They did not have encryption. This is a common thing that we see where the intellectual property, the financial data, the non-public information. So if you're potentially under some kind of regulation, that's the terminology used. So think social security numbers, account numbers, all that kind of stuff. That stuff's not encrypted, so that if it does get stolen, it can be used. If you encrypt it, even if it gets stolen, then at least you're not in court defending a data breach set of lawsuits. And then obviously we talked about, alarms are sounding, no one's home. So the threat actors had the whole weekend to kind of goof around.